there is frustration boiling in the body of Charlie Dempsey.
Frustration coupled with urgency could make Charlie Dempsey an extremely dangerous man, or it could leave him wide open for more mistakes, which Myles Borne seems to be ready to capitalize on tonight.
Hey, Booker, we've seen the frustration in Charlie Dempsey. He wasn't very happy with Tavion Heights after last week when Heights stepped up to Mike Santana.
Yeah, we see what Tavion
does. Look at this, Regal Plex.
Baby, beautiful, beautiful.
Does it?
Well, obviously a Regal maneuver.
Charlie Dempsey has scored the second fall.
And we are knotted at 1, and I go back to the cheap shot. I go back to those injured ribs. Myles Borne is obviously hurt. He's obviously at a disadvantage. And Charlie Dempsey has to believe, Booker, that momentum is swung.
Cannot make any excuses, Vic.
I'm not making an excuse. Was that not a cheap shot after the bell?
It was a cheap shot, but that's just part of the business. Kicks out another. Like I said earlier, this is on-the-job training. You feel me?
Next decision will win. And right out of the gate, going right to the body, right to the ribs, right to the midsection, Charlie Dempsey. And Graves, you know there's a bullseye now on the body of Myles Borne.
Absolutely, and Charlie Dempsey has honed in. He is locked in, going to continue to attack the weak spot in Myles Borne's game right now. And Booker, you know as well as anybody, when your ribs are hurt, it affects every aspect of your game in the ring.
Yeah, not just the ribs, though, but the cartilage. I mean, that's the problem with the rib area right now. Charlie Dempsey is laying it on and laying it on thick.
Kick out by Borne, and Dempsey coming right back in. And Dempsey, again, as you mentioned, in cruise control. And you're talking about a traditional rounds match here. Let's remember it was Lexus King who didn't like the original structure of this style, created his own rules as Heritage Cup champion. Noam Dar, by the way, the current Heritage Cup champion. I'm sure he's posted up somewhere closely watching this match.
I'm sure he is, but you got to look at Charlie Dempsey. He's a two-time Heritage Cup champion as well. He's a guy that's looking to put himself right back in the game to get that cup back, I'm sure.
And right back to those injured ribs.
This is when it's so much fun to watch Dempsey work. Big back body drop by Borne out of desperation.
Well, do you say that because he knows when to systematically start dissecting someone?
It's fun to watch Dempsey do what he does best, and that is pick apart the human anatomy. But now Borne able to muster the courage to keep fighting.
Like an absolute surgeon is Charlie Dempsey, but Myles Borne now showing you the heart, the grit that made him the #1 contender heading into Battleground. Championship opportunity, and he's not fighting for gold here. He's fighting for freedom to get away from the NQCC, and he needs one more decision to do just that. Over a minute in round 4, into the cover for the win, and Dempsey just got that left shoulder up, Booker.
I think it's more than freedom. I think it's a young man that just want to prove that he can go out there and be a solo singles champion in this business. That's what I think it is.
Dempsey trying to answer back, but again, to what Graves has been pointing out for the last few minutes, he is picking apart Myles Borne, looking for that Regal Plex one more time. Borne able to counter. 50 seconds left of round 4. Borne slips, goes down, rolls through, shoulders down, shifting weight for the victory, and decision 2 didn't happen. Rolling through, 40 seconds left. Another time, sit down, counter, cover, kick out. And look at Borne now, crucifix style. 30 seconds here in round 4, and you see both men starting to breathe deep. Corey is a backslide. Oh, whoa, with a little extra.
Oh, countered by Borne. Dempsey's shoulders are down. Sunset flip position.
Able to kick out, swinging wildly. That didn't connect. Big drop kick with 18 seconds on the clock. Into the cover, hook of the leg.
Oh my God.
And the student has beaten the teacher.
Here is your winner, Myles Borne.
Unbelievable.
Certainly a shocker tonight. Myles Borne proving once again any shot can be the knockout blow.
And tonight's Make It Count moment is brought to you by Jack Daniels. Drink responsibly.